Alright, everyone, a very good morning to you once again. Welcome to your Standpoint. You remember, your Standpoint is a socio-political program, a program designed to meet up with societal demands and challenges facing the society that is oozing from the authority, from the staples of authority 91.9 FM this beautiful Friday morning, the 11th day of February 2022. It is 1 minute gone past the hour of 9 a.m. this morning. How are you doing, everyone? Welcome to your Standpoint. Please stay glued. Let's do this together. I am Prince Afam of Fame behind the microphone, welcoming you aboard. I've got a gentleman in the studio, okay, who is going to help us to digest, make analysis of what is playing out in the society as it concerns the youth and the ritual claims in Nigeria and prefer workable solutions in the country. I have Mr. Tobo Sigwe, who happens to be a writer, and he's an Igbo tradition promoter, an advocate for New Nigeria. Welcome aboard, sir.
Thank you, Afam.
I'm glad to have you after a long time. Okay, getting you to, of course, grace the program is trying to apply, or seems to have a likelihood of applying for American visa.
No, you know that about 4 or 5 years ago, I went underground when I was trying to understand Igbo tradition, on the Igbo and the men Igbo.
Okay.
So I had to go underground, and it's like going into a mountain, and someone who is in a mountain is withdrawn from the public. From the public. So now I think I can boastfully say that I have a grasp, an understanding of Igbo tradition, because I'm a practitioner now. So if I'm talking about Igbo tradition, I'm talking from experience. I'm not talking from hearsay. I'm not talking from academic perspective. Okay. I'm talking as a practitioner, what I know, what I'm involved in.
Okay, I'm sure that the listener would really like to understand, of course, this practice of the traditional system of worship.
Yes.
Okay, because there have been a lot of unending controversy in that regard, that there is Christianity. If you engage in such, you are going to hellfire. We also look at the existence of the said hellfire, and of course the potency of heaven and hellfire. But then, sir, welcome to the program once again.
Thank you, Afam.
Now, you are in Nigeria and you are a Nigerian.
Yes.
Okay, and you, I'm sure you are abreast with this development of unending ritual claims associated. The young boys are associated with in the country, and it's becoming a recurrent decimal. It's happening almost every day, and people are actually getting worried about it. What do you make? A lot of people are saying that Christianity has failed, morality has failed. Okay, but you are a traditionalist. We want to understand, first of all, your perspective. What exactly is playing out amongst the lives of our present day youth?
I think it's a moral decadence.
Okay.
Lack of value system. We promote money a lot. Unfortunately, I listened to your program on Tuesday, and I was like, all true. You are talking about making money, doing how many jobs and all that, and I was like, talk about that as in the character. Talk about character. We promote money a lot, and I keep saying that money is least in the scale of power.
Okay.
So why is everybody talking about money? The Christian will say Jesus died poor for you to be rich. So that means there is no need for you to be poor again. Even in Igbo Menane, if you hear most or some people who are now returning back to the tradition, when they are praying, or some people who are trying to get back to the tradition, they are coming back with a mindset that their tradition is going to help them acquire money. So it's about money. It's not just about Christianity. Even in Igbo tradition, everybody is talking about money, but it's not supposed to be so. So we have centered our society that onye Diego, onye Jife. In fact, if you listen to 100 Nigerian music today, all of them are praising money. So Initian will tell you, if you are not talking about money, don't call my phone.
Evidently.
Another one said, if you don't get money, wait till you gain. So we are talking about, so money is everything. And what do you expect the little person, the little man or the little girl who is going to school? So all he's thinking about is how to make money. If you go on Facebook now, everybody is showing how good life is. And how are you going to get that good life? They tell you it's money. Everybody is showing your wealth. And I'm asking, why do you have to show everybody that you have money? So if you are showing people that you have money, that means everybody
want to have
yes,
money.
you want to have money and do whatever it takes to get that money. I think 2 weeks ago, I posted on my Facebook page about when I was in my second year, in my second year in the university, how I left school for almost 3 months. That I decided that I must make money that year. If I don't make money that year, if they will fear really. And I left school. Why? How did that happen? It was during the December period. I went for a traditional marriage, and I saw how those who returned from abroad oppressed people
with money.
Yes, in that traditional marriage, and I was like, no, I cannot be left out. This year, if I don't make money, as an if yes. So I was not in school for almost 3 months, or even more than 3 months. It was my mom.
Where were you? What were you doing? That's a long story.
It's not a long story. I wanted to organize a showbiz.
Okay.
I
make money.
Yes, I make money from it. That's when we start talking about what we call ritual money. You see the difference, the mindset. People do not really understand what up means when it comes to money making. If it exists, it exists. But people do have a wrong perspective to it.
But it exists.
Yes. So and my mom called me and told me, no, for me that we need money, that I should stop this thing and go back to school. As in, she talked to me like a mother, as in that burning desire to make money, to pursue this, just died naturally instantly. And the next day I went back to school, and incidentally we were starting our departmental exam. I returned today, and it's starting the next day. So my mom saved me from having a carryover in my quest to make money. So everything is about money. Okay, look at it from the political perspective. I'm sorry to say, but I have to mention them. If you listen to Ojuzo, Carlo, when he's talking about his presentation, he said that he has money to match anybody that wants to. Come on! So it's about money. So why is he not going to contest? That he has what it takes to contest. And one of the things he's pointing that he has to contest is about money. So you are saying to that young man or another man who wants to contest that doesn't have money, you should not contest because you don't have the money.
So money does not aid in giving a lift to one's life.
Money is important, but it's not as important as what we are playing, as how we are portraying it. We have other things that are more important. Last year, I'm sorry to say, but my kinsmen, when they wanted to sell some of our family lands, and I was asking them, why do you want? I said, I go. And I said, all this why I go again anybody. Stop celebrating those that have money. Anybody can make money. I'm sorry to say this, any idiot can make money.
Looking at what is playing out now, what do you think could be the reason why these young boys, or maybe teenagers even, want to make money at all costs? You are a traditionalist. Even this morning, around 5 a.m., I was awake, and of course, browsing through the Facebook, I saw a known, in quotes, pastor. He calls his name, or he addresses himself as a pastor, but he was trying to perform some rituals on people in a river. Okay, they had some, what you call, some ritual items, telling them to call money, and after that he took them to his shrine, and then he kind of strangled a sheep, and then used the blood on their head, broke raw egg on their back, used powder, and and kept talking to this particular Bala on what this, and they were saying how from Kime Morgan, from Kime, they were calling the names of their communities, not sure probably have the richest man in the community, and he calls himself a pastor, but then in practice it seems to be tradition. You are a traditionalist, and some of these boys or some of these people that resort to ritual a way of making money, they resort to traditionalists to aid them in the said exercise. So you are a traditionalist. Tell us what your colleagues are doing.
First, let me say, like I said, we've made money. That is the most important thing.
Okay.
So only on actually Pataziego, and once we've made it the most important thing, everybody wants to get it by any means necessary. If they feel that if they're not going to get it in the Christian way, they might look for it through the traditional way. If they feel that they can't get it through the traditional way, they can even look for it through the physical way, what you can call armed robbery or any other way that they can acquire that money.
What is this in propelling these people to something?
Our society has promoted money. That is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, for example, Afam, how many people give you that maximum respect because of your intellect?
When you don't have the money.
That is it. But only actually in my faith, you can actually if you want to be a researcher, you are not going to have money because you are going to dedicate most of your time
and resources
to the research. It's just like dibia actually man and your bibia. Because you are concentrating on the most important thing, which is if it's someone that is centered on healing. You are that power is going to leave. Yes, the potency is going to leave because it's not for money making.
Okay.
For example, why I think the churches and the schooling are failing us right now is because of they have concentrated so much on money. I don't think that school should be talking about money. For example, when I was growing up, we had limited private schools. But now you see that most people that are opening schools to make money.
Of course, it's business.
Some things are not supposed to be business minded. If you open a hospital to make business, that means there will be a problem. The first priority is to save life. We should always differentiate projects that are humanitarian in nature
and business
ventures. For example, I consider myself a teacher. As a rule, I don't take money to teach people. But I'm a writer. This is what I do to earn a living. If you want me to write for you, you have to pay me. And you have to pay me very well. But if I want to teach, I have removed my mind from money. But if I start bringing in money there, I will have to twist it and tweak it in a way that I'm going to get money from you. So that is the problem. The society is centered on everything about money. To the extent that no one trying to vote, you have to vote based on every voter. So money has become the key.
And you think that hunger is not a contributory factor?
No. I have asked you, you said something about but people
Really?
Yes. All you should think about if you wake up is, can you feed yourself and your family today? If I na ego or if I na ego mbute ego meji we made this one, it's not true. And I'm more money with it.
Okay, some people are destined to receive wealth, the wise some are not.
Yes. You are just most people are destined to live an average life. Let's get this fact and know it and
on
know
what
peace.
basis are you making this claim? Of what knowledge? Because a lot of people may want to query if you say that there are people, according to you, from birth,
okay,
they were destined
let me show you now. Okay. You are looking at my finger.
Yes, I am.
Are they equal?
They are not.
So that is how it is. No matter how much you attempt, everybody will not be equal in whatever field. When in school, I saw a girl that was being used by several lecturers, and I felt hot. I wanted to go and meet the girl. I didn't want to tell her. You see, when if in school, no this and no peace. When I was a school teacher, some parents were forcing their children. Stop it. Eke go olu eke. Onye ihe na $1 $1 and ife pasara akwụkwọ. $1. Yes, so a genius. So we need to start understanding how this life functions. Eke go olu eke. If I'm on mad with akalaka onataluchi ndị Igbo na-akpọ onataluchi. The person doesn't need to struggle to perform. If I ask you, as a man, what does it mean now? Talent,
they crippled.
So we must understand that if you understand how life is, you stop killing yourself. If you when you eat at all, is to ask your God to bless your handwork for that particular day. I've analyzed it. Everybody hand for a particular day. Now that we are hustling because of money is for tomorrow. Only on actually no mansion. I'm sorry, no matter how much you attempt, if you are not supposed to build a mansion, you will not build a mansion.
Have you built a mansion?
Manone chone lo belu no ko na ndebe uyeli. You funi ya kwani okada we menie. If funi ye yo ni akara we menie. That's those simple things. Man ye choge ebo bulibu. Ebe nsogbu de. I wear banye because you want to do anything to make that money.
A lot of people are saying that the social media is a contributory factor to why these young guys are engaging in this illicit way of making money. What they see, the celebrities, the musicians, the actors, the kind of affluence and life they live, you know, what they front everywhere in the social media, and they just want to, because most of them, they have them as their models, or maybe someone they like, they want to look at them, okay, and maybe for instance, a particular musician you want to copy, and then whatever he wears you want to wear, you see his house, and they are being pushed to become like them immediately without looking at the processes they must have gone through before becoming whatever
showbiz is good showbiz. Stop looking at the life of celebrities. They have to show you that they are making it. That's how they are going to make more money. I don't have any problem with a celebrity flaunting or showing some. That's the business they are doing.
Yes,
it's the business. So, even when you problem, a lot of into showbiz and you are flaunting some certain things.
Which is not necessary.
Yes, which is not necessary. So you have to live a quiet life on and or into showbiz. I'm sorry to say this. You have to live a quiet life. So why are you flaunting your money? Is even not wise. When a flaunt Diego is inviting more trouble upon himself. You have many people begging you for money.
Exactly.
I know so many rich men, they don't flaunt their wealth because they know that once you try it, so most people that flaunt money do not have it. So most of the celebrities that you are seeing flaunting money do not have the money. All business
I agree with you.
So that they are flaunting money does not mean that it's dead. On their marriage,
because I've seen a celebrity or celebrities look at that on Facebook and say this person needs 5 million for surgery, and I begin to wonder, this person fronts money and affluence, and not only 5 million for surgery, you know, they're coming to social media to beg for it. So I begin to, and I begin to ask that question, does it mean that they don't really have the money, you know, they were assumed to have been in position of?
Most people only me when you know as a man, you know the responsibilities that face you daily. All the responsibilities that they face those people. All the responsibilities that they face those people. Responsibilities. I want to make more money. I know from Kahaji we grow the money. So most people that flaunt money, if on your hand on into showbiz, I don't know your hand we go or ezute. Once you acquire money through illicit way, inferiority complex will be pushing you because you try to. The main reason you try to acquire that money is to show people need you or so you only see when you try to flaunt it. Man, when you get legitimately does not have anything to prove to you. If only prove to you, only anything, only time maybe flaunt to the money. So most of the people that I wouldn't want to blame celebrities or not showbiz, I don't blame them because all business they have to do that to make money. They have to show you that no, if only men are gaga. So okay, we're now what are the person? If not, they have to, only one celebrity in the entertainment industry have to be in your faces every day. So there is what we call in entertainment, there is no publicity that is bad publicity. And the worst form of publicity is that nobody is talking about you. So a celebrity, yes, now it sells the person. So they do anything to be in your faces. So what kind of celebrity will not business yet? If you are not into showbiz, why are you trying to show yourself?
Let's come back to the traditionalists, your colleagues now.
My colleagues.
Yes, yeah. So I see them as your colleagues now. When they tell this, you know, some of them come to the airspace, some of them go to, you know, the radio stations, the TV stations, even social media. Why you should come here? They will do this one for you. If you have issues, they will work for you. And your family problems will be taken care of.
I'm telling you authoritatively now. Those people are not traditionalists. They are not DBS.
Who are they?
They traditional showbiz. I have said it severally. Only G can advertise the power. In the way power, just know this fact. Anybody that has power, do not advertise it. Igbo say na ada agba akụ na anwụ. If you have something and you value that thing, you will never advertise it. So most people you see on social media, be it pastor, be it they claim how traditionalist, they are cool people.
But they are making some of these guys rich.
At what cost? If you are doing
that
at
is
what cost?
At that cost is what actually I want us to concentrate for opening the phone lines.
Yeah.
But first of all, how they are still getting their power, or maybe they already gotten their power. That is why they were able to do whatever they did for this set of people. What is the law that governs tradition and the practices?
Before I say this, before I answer that question, let me say this. Mmadu kpọrọ mmadụ 100 say ha bịa no ya make 4 gara aga. Out of that 100, o make nye 3. 97 o make nye 5. Is that person a success and that thing he or she claimed?
Not necessarily.
Yes. Okay, how do you now prove that those 3 people succeeded and had that thing that was innate in them, that they would have succeeded no matter those was that? Yes. So now people may claim that fan if I go see no law. How will you check Nkalo law and Delolo? Or even we do a man Nkalo law and Delolo? That's when you will know. Real DBS, why page and go. They cannot guarantee if I may we are law. Also, the reason DBS are there and go. I say go Jebe, all law, Nachigata Zie, Biaki name more. So any DBS go. We want to say is their primary target. There is no guarantee that what he or she is doing is going to work. So what I'm going to 10 or money for 4 years old, they concentrate on that one.
And a lot of people are saying that some of these DBS in quotes that they don't have money, but they're making people rich. How come that someone that doesn't have that kind of money is giving you that kind of money? How do you want to explain that? Okay.
That's how it works. Yes. A real DBI just like a school teacher with for Nakuzi, he can teach you and you become someone. And as is the case for Yana, Manon
he can teach you to know to become whatever.
Yes,
a real he or she might not be able to attain.
A real DBI can help someone who is going to and put the person in part. A guy there. If I have a cholo, nya wasi ho no cholo ye. Ono wele ga ho ya na baffle. That we need to understand how life works. Assuming you have excess money, you will not be here. For you to keep doing this job, level
I'm not bother.
Yeah, CK because first, when you only ye teta Singapore today, teta Japan, or back here no make your radio program. So we need to start understanding it. Some people take one on a dibia, they go na diemba. Nanka, look at how Otwa Kweseledu call well. Yes, except no one to you where away go. I keep saying those people are business people. They are not dibias. We need to differentiate between those who are into voodooism and those who are into dibia. There is a desert of difference between voodooism and dibia.
Voodooism is it actually not the real thing?
Voodooism is what Ndebo will call ajob.
Okay, it is not in them.
It is not in them. When you're doing them, will you kill any talent here?
Okay.
Yes, but anybody, man, the first thing he are good as Nemo Menana, we follow your color hotel, or Yalo, Ometa Pulu. So it did be actually meta if all ye more win Cotazo, or ye, and no. Why in the Dibian Webo, Jiwe, Woku before her? Some of them looked at the younger generation, from a higher carrying this knowledge. I buy if a hammer, he disappeared, but he may bank, Buego Bank, Nalie.
But they can't do it because of...
Yes, you cannot do it because that's not the reason they gave you. With that power for you to solve problems, real problems. It's not for your own personal aggrandizement. Just like if a politician see me now, I keep saying, when you say na young leaders. Okay, real leader you see when that government is you become richer than you were before you entered. You are not a real leader. You are a criminal, you are a businessman. So most people that are masquerading as political leaders are what business people, and that is what we have now in all sectors of the society. Only on actually ego No, two of them do not work together. You must understand your calling and face it. Only ego ka ịchọrọ ịkpa hapụ ije chụba ego. Mana o nwere ife ọrụ ebe ya akpọ ụmụ dị ọrụ ihe ma ọ bụrụ maka ego. But you have what you get. Ihe dị enweta ife ihe ji wee feed onwe and feed your family, meet your basic needs.
All right, thank you very much. We've been in the studio with Mr. Tope Osigwe. He's a writer, and of course, he is an Igbo tradition promoter and a new Nigerian advocate. Mr. Osigwe have been talking to us about, of course, the state of ritual cleanse amongst the present day youth in Nigeria. But we, of course, we've looked at the causes, and we want to look at the effects now. Okay, going to some of these debates now that are perpetuating this. So one of the debates made a broadcast of the kind of powers that are being used to, of course, bring the efficacy needed in some of these concussions made for these boys for the MoneyRitual to work. Okay, and he said something that was very, very interesting, that there are some evil powers that we are casted back into the evil forest long ago, and some of these powers are being brought back, kind of invoked back, and then there is this particular one they call Okeite, and then they are now those evil forces are being invoked into the said Okeite and make it to do the magic for them. I saw a particular video where they said they was telling the young boys they were in a river. They were saying you under just say that you under the control of Abala. They were saying whatever Abala tells you to do, you do. They will repeat. But they were, to me, getting initiated into what they might not understand. Because when you say I will do anything you tell me to do, it means you are completely off the control of anything about you. Now, the issue of evil forest, invoking evil, devils that were rejected decades ago, and bring them back to the Okeite to function for these boys. He made a statement that is rather fearful, that the reason why some family actually go through difficulties at the moment is when these boys die. Apparently they fail in doing a particular thing or another and they die because the family does not know what they got involved in. They bury them, when ordinarily the bodies of those faithfuls of the evil forest should be taken back to the evil forest, and when they are buried in that compound, then the evil spirit will start tormenting the family for burying a dead body that belongs to the evil forest. Okay, so I want you to give us a broader look.
The question you ask is very broad. I wish we are going to be specific. Direct the question either to Okeite or
Okeite. What is this Okeite? How is it? Do you have a knowledge of what it connotes and the possible penalties?
I can libido with Obu and Ajo, differentiate between Obu and Ajo.
You have the floor.
Okay, because Okeite can be good depending on onye na-eme na onye a na-emelie.
Okay.
Then Okeite can be bad depending on onye na-eme na onye a na-emelie na ife Okeite lili. So that we need to understand it, because first, where you are now, like what happened to our tradition is that we threw away the baby and the bath water. Okay. Omenani is the cultural practices of a people, both the good and the bad one. Ordinana, the good things of those people, what is rooted, what makes them different. So, but when we are trying to condemn tradition, we condemn both Omenani and Ordinana. Obu aburaji ife. Obu means booster. Just like onye ahụ na-arịa kwa ọnwụ ọgwụ.
Demma.
Yes, or demma. Mana onye ahụ arịa ga-ejebulu ọgwụ wee ṅụwa ọbụ abuse. Then Igbo a na-ese nwere ndị ọ na-agbaka isi, nwee ndị nwere ife ọ na-agbaka isi. Okay, let's even take it up notch. Mkpụrụ mmiri a people na-aṅụ na that is killing the youth. Wụkwọ ife eji eme ọgwụ. Normal ọgwụ people na-take, but it's being abused. So even in our book, it's what called with one way in our food.
Okay.
Obu doma mana use way for the right thing. Olu golu dekwahu chekwagi But if you now start using it for the wrong thing, or it takes a life of its own and controls you. It becomes a bad master. Ogbu is supposed to be a servant. But once you abuse it, it becomes your master. So we need to differentiate it. So Namado, I establish Gomina, no ye go dinaro. You will if you need the law or my job for. It will come at the appointed time. Oh, ye guarded on a rock and a wala job. Onye go dinaro, go elbow is ignorant. Out of ignorance, they push you to Ije.
So get Congressman ego dinaro.
Ego dinaro. I didn't do some things so.
If you go there, if you go, even though no
if all know your name, now Obiana Afia, or Talu to Afia move. Or Talia, or Okada corner about from Okada Horna, with a contact me or by able line up as a labor. The person does not struggle for things. Yes.
Okay, for things to work for him. Now, sir, let us come back to this Okeite. You said there are good Okeites and there are the bad ones.
Yes.
Now, depending on your name and on your name, how do you prepare the good Okeite? And what does it take to get ready the bad Okeite?
Even land now, we must understand now. Only other role general Bobu. Oh, Hakana Bolo Ajobu. You must have something doing. Yes, you must have something doing. Yeah, look at it. Just like I say, so, based on that thing he name, he wants to be the law before.
Okay. Now let's look at the Okeite. I'm interested in that particular thing.
I've explained that Okeite is bad job.
So that means that somebody can go.
Most people name Okeite now. Let's know this. Most people name Okeite are those who are even into bad businesses.
How can somebody go and do the right or the good Okeite? Since you said there is what propels one to do.
How man? Only Hannah be a media. Yeah, man. Because as no when I'm those people that know when they need to do the right thing that they yes. If you don't do it, if you feel them, I go down the drain.
Okay, you can at a point
because
an Okeite for if you name it to continue.
Of course, it's protection. I'm sorry to say this, but I've said it on my page regularly. Most Igbo businesses why Ojibo were last or live individually because there is no spirit behind it. A business must have a spirit behind it. All spirit must sustain. If we are alive today because there is a spirit inhabiting the body we are wearing. Once there is no spirit, the body dies.
Let me get you right. So if you continue doing a business, there must be a point when you must go and get it fortified.
If you want that business to last, also you are invoking in natural power you will sustain that thing.
Every day you pray.
Yes, life is survival of the fittest. Because if I hear so you need all that spiritual power. Yeah, all going in the physical, the spirit, that power will be there. All no more actually take over. Once they are doing what needs to be done, the business and I'm a people that you don't need to follow business principle because we must know that the known and the unknown must always balance. Okay. The spiritual and the physical must always balance. As long as you there must be a harmony.
So what kind of work can mother have got that should be seen to be a good kind of
only on a shop now Zwafia. It will go to ka mmado hali displace you happen na pulu okegu e go ha job. It's almost like onye teta lola when I see chuku or na boy for na pop na ekpele through Christian way. Yes, sing aka. Onye na eme omenala onwe ife gbasara with all those things. Okwa ndị nne ya for okwa chie. Okwa ogugube ndị ogugube nne okwa udo ha. Say ha bia nyere aka na business and business ya go business ha ncha niile. He kwara ka ifele meye. Okwe hotago ono mgbe ya propitiate your PowerPoint. Je propitiate your PowerPoint. Amelu ifewu, igbo olufewu, amelu ifefi, igbo olufefi.
So all Igbo ni Igbo ifi ahụ na the PowerPoint about the Okeite.
Oburo nya Okeite, agbogo no Okeite as we understand it presently ba job. Understand the go dey far first.
Okay. Odo you wey iche.
Ogba job. Most ogba spend too much money. Ayi acquire ba job.
Mana onwe ogwa ayi agbocha mmadụ dị mma. I have actually any something. Say I did the baby mobo. more just they gonna shop here, and it is still a good kind of ogu.
Of course, only can they go and the motive the person you all they believe, all the person believe, no, well, I don't want any so when I show. Oh, we can based on your body, Dibias in the no day, no day. Oh, we did I go when you dream anything. Because of power cacus, oh, will you? Oh, yeah, no, you be command, dear. That's it, if I will name only dream again anything. Or put what I go, Mano dependently.
Just as some pastors, some special get blessing about if I go.
Yes.
Then some special get only for you.
Yes.
Say you look for
yes. So they be the no day. Or when they are here treat issue from the comfort of their opuabu.
Or they settle.
Or do settle. When they are only need upon something to back it up. Or maybe for future. Like Ogwane Eli. Or when they are bulu. If you are bulu, cannot thing where do there. Because the power. Like only when that's your asthma or whatever. If you know you are the obvious steady because the one where that attack yes. So even in our power cacus, some people need the hair back see anything narrow, you can see anything narrow because that power do there. So all your level on your now brought the same. Oh, when you see no depending no yen now go no yen now wallow. Oh, when only a better baby the be a way hold her. You need to do any external thing on your body. Need to go do. Yes, as in naturally, yes. Yes, someone go. Yes, no one go. If you do your sidike, when do you have hold so? You need the extra support. So
it's interesting.
Yes. So even now, actually, I have to go to Okeite. Most Okeite bad job. Most Okeite.
But that affect generation because
of course.
I found a good doctor ego deniru no phone.
But what if you do free in life?
Okay.
We must understand it. The
even
problem,
in free town.
I tell people that the problem with Indian job get and the gola job will go. When the gola job go, what the cost implication. That's why you different tilo came more mwe ike
no.
Only time why you have to see it more. Why had it pussy at that period is because of the repercussions yes to those things. Or and that actually in Kotazo, guys they want to have the Yanoni would be their name, Hapuse.
So Hapuse no penalty.
All those ones here were home all price can they pay. Other people they be normal life, here below normal life.
Because I know when the pastor na Sikagame family deliverance, defending Nana May Sunday. Due to Odeka
it's even wrong for a pastor sitting on the J family deliverance. I keep saying it is wrong.
Okay, how?
Most people get themselves involved. So many pastors have died because of EJ family deliverance. Okay. And so many have brought problems into their own family. They get one way involved. Some families in attack say how later the alpha. I keep saying it. Why are you complaining? All no way cause to your family. Or no more blessing. If you are enjoying the blessing, enjoy suffer the cost. Why is this tendency of people only to enjoy? They don't want to pay the price of the enjoyment.
So the cost can be lifted.
Alpha don't want only I tell you alpha osulu no afa. Only you boy akuli n'ugboji. He akuli n'ugboji.
So nobody defending and metaka fan and suffer, they must suffer it.
Are you not enjoying the blessings of your forefathers? And I need them man let on Google here. Upon them nanga without Diana. You not enjoy now more than a little. And not to see that was so well from the course. It's not possible now. No only phone with Talgu, you will hear, or way or Bojipa. If you not enjoy the other one, enough. I talk about food the other one. If I could away.
So there must be a balance.
Yes, there must be a balance. But the problem we have now is that people just want to enjoy, and you don't want to suffer. It doesn't work that way. You are deceiving yourself. Oh, why? If only you may be careful. That's why you see that most people might find a men or men, and most people might live on a men and see are restrained. Actually, you better. Nobody they don't want to take over your problem. If people are saying no way there is no living human being that has that kind of power anywhere that can do and undo. No. Even those that have power, some run away from some certain problems because they know the implication of solving that problem for that person.
Okay, we can solve a problem like that.
Of course now, I'm not going to blue one. I think I just see everyone only have to blues or boom. I guess no case the person, we find the person with legitimate grievance. A people when all if you metal. So we must start teaching people. You have to be careful of what you are doing. Okay, for example, now I'm going to Okeite now. Let's assume now. Nanda I'm going to Okeite. Jizie acquire several plots of land. Luchuno. Next 10 years, the person I go while. The own year na wunye I said Hanacho family deliverance. In actual family deliverance, the power, all those things came at a price. If you want to enjoy it, enjoy the full, bear the consequences, the suffering that comes with it.
So they cannot, of course, cut themselves off.
It's a lie. It's a lie. Yeah, they enjoy you, then you don't want to bear the suffering that comes with it.
Okay, now let's look at even the known penalties of Okeite. That's what I want to know, so that it's
the adjob, there is no loan. There is no loan. Chinefo, the effect are not bawanye. That's why you have to be careful.
What are the likely effects?
The likely effects.
Yes.
On weekend.
On a father service.
Restless ban.
Those goals.
Nation. Mana this nation. Only I can nation at the end of the day.
Okay.
Ijili nwa mmadụ na-agwọ ọgwụ. Maka ajọb bụ ife na-eli mmadụ. Let's establish that first.
Okay. Ajọb na-eli mmadụ.
Na-eli mmadụ. Agwọ ọgwụ na-eji mmadụ wee na-service kwa ajọb.
Okay.
Ijili ha na mmadụ na-agwọ ọgwụ. Nwa onye ọzọ. Maka onye iji wee na-agwọ ọgwụ nwa onye ọzọ kwe. Okay. Echi ọgwụ ahụ anyị achọzi ili nwa onye ọzọ. Nwa nke ewu ka ọ ya achọzi. Nwanne echi o nwere ike ọ chọghọzi nwa nke ewu, ọ chọkwazie ngowa. Maka ọ ya dey increase because that's how the potency. Yes, ọ ya dey eto. So that's why you put that na job we do not know its limits.
Okay, we must open the phone lines, and I'm not the limit. It will not be too big for if anything basara a job. That especially that issue of Okeite, is the punitive measure are drastic.
Of course, now because human blood is sacred. Why you do Why you go?
All right, everyone, you've been listening to Mr. Tope Osigwe, writer, an Igbo tradition promoter, and a new Nigerian advocate.
Ikolomo.
Okay, that is Ikolomo, right?
Yes.
That's your title.
For now.
Okay, Ikolomo. All right, and I want you to comment. The state of ritual cleanse amongst our youth. Okay, Mr. Tope, now how do you want to round up?
Yes.
Any advice?
Yes. Most people now go Okeite say na ha ebu mmadụ na ha agbulu ewu ebu. Now let me blow your mind now. I'm telling you now as a practitioner.
Okay.
Ajọ ọgwụ ọbụla igbulu ọkọ n'ihu gị ọkọ ka ị na-egbu. As a physical ọkọ ka ị na-egbu mana mmụọ ịma ife igbulu. Nke igbulu ebunu. Physical ebunu ka igbulu na mmụọ ka nke igbulu. Nke egbulu efi mmadụ igbulu efi physical nke egbulu na mmụọ nke egbulu na mmụọ would the most important thing, but you are still spiritually blind. Your consciousness emepeboro ka iwe amalụ nke egbulu ka ịmalụ ife ọgwụ ahụ gbuzilinu. So forget about if a na-akọlụ gị ọwa nje esi na ụnụ na-agwọ ajọ ọgwụ na aghọtabụghị ife unu na-eme. I don't want to can toss out some certain things naturally to some.
We are completely out of time. Maybe we plan for another edition of this program. Thank you very much, Mr. Tope Osigwe, writer and Igbo tradition promoter. Ikolomo, a new Nigerian advocate. Thank you for, of course, gracing the program. We hope to see more of you, for a broader look into what is playing out in the society.
I'm back now into the society. So
we are happy to have you back. Thank you very much, everyone, for being part of the program. Remember, your standpoint will make a return on Tuesday 9 a.m. Till then, I am Prince Afam of Fame, signing out.
I don't want to be Ikolomo.